Right now, we're going to move on to our next section of the show. Katie, there you are. So nice to see you. And Katie's going to show us some beautiful pictures, some of them astronomical, and well, some of them just beautiful artwork. So Katie, welcome.
Thank you. Well, our first pictures are actually drawings from our guest, Raja. So I will pull those up here. So just some beautiful, beautiful images. He's also an artist, so that's so wonderful.
He sure is.
Yeah. And in fact, he just recently had an art show up in the Bay Area. So astronomer and artist and just overall a wonderful human being. So it's great to see these.
I won't be able to leave my room. My head is swelling with so thank you for indulging my art here. Thank you.
Of course. This is,
well, there's an A in STEAM, you know, and that's for art.
That's correct. This is your niece and daughter. So lovely.
Yeah. Oh, jealous artist here. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, oil on canvas, just stunning.
So thank you so much, Raja, for sharing these with us.
Thank you.
Such beautiful images. So this image is Venus and Mars. This is taken by Dario Giannoble. Posted this on March 3rd, and you can also see the Milky Way. That one was from Italy. And this is a gorgeous image from Blake Estes. It's a mosaic of Ro Ophiuchi. And the star was taken by our telescope demonstrator, Anthony Perkic. This is Vega. And this image was actually taken by Patrick So. You can see Orion there, kind of in the middle of the screen, setting in the west over the mountains, and to the left, the bright star Sirius visible. And onto some cloud appreciation pictures. These are iridescent clouds. This one was taken by Phil Plate, and he posted this on February 5th. And then a beautiful sun halo. This is by museum guide David Pinsky. He took this from Griffith Observatory on the 20th of February. And I love this one. This is a time lapse. I edited this one down to 15 seconds. This is over New York City, a cold front going through. This is by Alexander Krivinichev on February 18th. And he takes these from New Jersey. And this gigantic jet you may notice from previous months of the show, showing again because in the middle there you can see that enhanced green color. That's actually called a green ghost, and it was discovered not too long ago in 2019, and for the first time ever, it was spotted from a jet, and that this jet in particular. And green ghosts are clouds of oxygen atoms that are about 90 to 95 kilometers above Earth's surface, and the atoms glow green at a specific wavelength. They're excited by electric fields from thunderstorms. So coincidentally, these are the exact same wavelength of oxygen emission that give aurora their green color. So they say, in a sense, auroras are for sprites and now gigantic jets too. They are auroras for sprites and now gigantic jets too. And on to some space weather. On February 3rd, SpaceX launched 49 Starlink satellites. And just a few days prior to that, this is from January 30th. This is a coronal mass ejection that erupted from the sun. And following that, there was a powerful M-class solar flare that headed toward Earth. And M-class solar flares are medium-sized space weather that can cause temporary radial blackouts on Earth. And here we'll just show the associated sunspot with this. And the interesting thing about this sunspot is that it's one of the largest active regions in our current solar cycle. And this 2936 quadrupled in size in just 48 hours. So unfortunately, there was a geomagnetic storm from all of that that caused the Starlink satellites to fall out of orbit. And this is cut down. You can see the full version on YouTube, but this is from February 7th over Puerto Rico of them coming back into Earth's atmosphere. All right, and then on February 16th, this is a huge coronal mass ejection that actually occurred on the far side of the sun. And it is the only the second far side active region this size since September of 2017. But because it was on the far side of the sun, it was heading away from Earth. And since there are no spacecraft on the far side of the sun with X-ray centers, there's no way to know how strong it was, but the best guess was that it was an X-class flare, which is the most intense flare. And also, Lucas Giuliano, who's a solar scientist at the Harvard Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics, believes that the sunspot that caused this was also the sunspot that caused the geomagnetic storm that knocked out those Starlink satellites, AR 2936. And just to end the pretty pictures and space weather segment with some beautiful aurora. This was taken by Göran Strand, who's in Sweden. And I love this one because right in the center there, you can see Ursa Major, the Big Dipper. The beautiful one.
Yeah, really neat.
Great.
Well, thank you, Katie, for those beautiful pictures. And folks, I love that folks in our YouTube chat have been giving away the answer. In fact, it was none other than our very own Tony Cook. Anthony Cook is in our chat. So thank you for joining us tonight, Tony. It's always a pleasure.
Hey, Tony.